Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to another Happy Hour Express edition of the Stripes Show podcast. It is Friday, March 5th. I'll be honest, today I'm sipping on some coffee out of a really cool dimpled coffee mug. If you're on the video recording of this, you can see it. It's one of my new favorite things. As you know, I'm your host, Samantha Marks, bringing you everything you need to know from this week in golf in about 10 minutes on Fridays. And we've got some news to get to this week. I'm prepared and ready for the pod today. I've got my Go Low and Go Home shirt on from Monday Q on Twitter. Thank you so much for sending me that super fun shirt. Can't wait to sport it around. So let's get right to it. In the rundown today, we've got Bay Hill here in Orlando, actually. Not really in my backyard, but close enough. We've got the Arnold Palmer Invitational this week, and you can't even go to the event. I tried to find tickets, can't find any. We've got an update on Tiger Woods' car crash that happened a couple weeks ago now. And the LPGA is at Golden Ocala, where the Corda sisters played together yesterday. So that was really fun to watch on TV as well. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Winter Park 9 Skins game today. It's the 3-club challenge again. And I don't know what clubs to pick. So we're going to run through that at the end. So let's start with the Arnold Palmer Invitational. So it's down here in Orlando, about 20 to 30 minutes away from where I grew up. And I grew up playing Bay Hill, honestly. It's very long. We used to play high school matches there. So obviously we would play from, the red or the white tees, but still very long. And I've never been a very good long iron hitter, much better at the short irons, the wedge distances. But I love watching it in person. I've been several times, and because of COVID and the limited number of tickets, I cannot even find tickets to go this year. And I know so many people in this town that I thought I would for sure be able to get some, but I can't. So that's super annoying. But that's okay. I've been watching PGA Tour live and the broadcast the past couple days. So that's been fun. Really awesome golf course to watch. And it's always fun to watch a golf course that you've played. So I always love that. Rory and Bryson are off to a hot start. Bryson has been talking about trying to drive number 6 at Bay Hill. So number 6 is the par 5, the sharp dogleg to the left that's around the water. And he's been talking about trying to drive it during the event. He tried it during the practice round. He tried it twice. Came up short twice, had the flight scope out there. He had his coach out there, trying to coach him through it. And in the practice round, he was into the wind, so could understand why he wouldn't make it. It's been rumored to be over a 300-yard carry, about 320, 330, 340, depending on the wind. So I'm curious to see if he's going to do it in competition. I wonder what the situation would have to be for him to pull that shot out and play. He would either, I would have to think, be 3 or 4 ahead or 1 or 2 behind or nearing missing the cut. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see. Definitely something to watch for when you're watching the broadcast this week. Hovland is on a heater today. This guy that just is super full of confidence and can really strike the golf ball. And when he gets hot, he's hot. So love to see him climbing the leaderboard. And we need to talk about what the hell is going on with Ricky Fowler. The guy used to be one of the best putters on tour, and I would argue that he still is. He just can't seem to put it all together at the right time. And at this point, I don't know if he will again, based on how he looks on the golf course. He looks defeated to me. I was watching him just a few minutes ago on PGA Tour Live. He hits a shot, doesn't go exactly where he wants. And I mean, he's just walking straight into the next shot. So it's a little frustrating to watch. I can only imagine how frustrating it is to be playing like that. But it's sad for me because I want him to be so good. I think we all do. We're all Ricky fans. He's one of those guys who's just ever present in the conversation in golf. So wishing him the best of luck and turning around soon. So that's the Arnold Palmer. And then we've got an update on Tiger Woods' crash that happened it was early last week out in LA. The sheriff is now saying that he had no recollection of the crash and doesn't remember driving that morning. So that kind of raises a lot of questions to me. And obviously we're glad that he's alive, still glad that he made it out. But it's very concerning that he doesn't remember anything or driving that morning at all. So he was transferred to Cedars-Sinai Hospital in LA, which is a very famous hospital in LA. It's where a lot of celebrities go when they're ill in one way or another. So he was transferred there for some follow-up surgeries, and we haven't really heard anything more since then. So hoping that that he's recovering well, and I know he probably can't wait to get back home, but I'm curious to see what updates come out in the next couple days. The LPGA is at Golden Ocala this week, which also is, you know, kind of near Orlando. It's a couple hours away. I've played that course many times. It's super fun. It's known for having replica holes from famous courses. There's a couple from Augusta National. There's a couple from the old course at St. Andrews. So it's a super interesting golf course that's also fun to watch on TV. Nelly and Jessica Korda played together yesterday, which was super fun to watch. Little sister-sister action. They said that they felt more at ease and they have a lot more fun when they're playing together, which you have to think about if you were playing with one of your siblings or one of your family members during a big LPGA event or PGA Tour event, that you would be a little bit more comfortable being around people that you're comfortable being around. So that was fun to watch. Jennifer Cupchow played really well yesterday. She was one of the first people at the top of the leaderboard when I was watching the broadcast. She was playing the back nine with a migraine and said that it was blurring her vision. And I don't know if you guys remember back at the Augusta National Women's Amateur, the same exact thing happened to her. And I've been struggling with migraines recently, and so I can definitely empathize with her, and I can only imagine how frustrating that was. But she was able to fight through it, and she said just, you know, trusting her caddy and trusting the lines, and she was able to play pretty well. So hopefully she's feeling better today. Would love to see her win sometime soon on the LPGA Tour. All right. Most importantly, in my opinion, we need to talk about the 3-club challenge at Winter Park 9 today. Last time when I played, I used a 3-wood, a 9-iron, and a putter. Many people were all over me about choosing the putter, and here's my rationale behind it. This is a very short golf course. Like, you play from the up tees. It's already a short course. When you're on the green, which you will be several times with a chance to have a skin, you have to give yourself a chance to actually make the putt. And for me, I've never been somebody who's tried to putt with a 4-iron or a hybrid or a wood, and I'm just not familiar with that. So I need to be giving myself a chance on the putting green with a putter. So I'm definitely going to take my putter today. I think the decision comes down to, you know, the 3-wood and what iron I'm going to take. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. Again, short golf course, and I'm really excited to, you know, get out there and try to win a skin. It's an interesting format because usually when we play skins, if you're not birdieing, you're on to the next hole. Very, very rarely will a par get a skin. I've never seen that in our games. So with the 3-club challenge, pars can win skins. So it's an interesting little game we've got going on. Front tees, short course, some difficult pins I saw out there today already. So again, suggestions, tweet me with what 3 clubs you would use. And I'm just looking forward to getting out there and playing today. Also playing in the PGA Memes Challenge tomorrow with Travis Fulton, Alex Wolfick, and Travis's friend from home. So I'm super excited to get out to Shingle Creek. And if we win, don't be surprised. You can just say that you heard it here first. I'm super excited. It's going to be raining. It's going to be windy. Perfect conditions to take advantage of the amateur players when they get all frazzled with the weather. So super excited for that. And thanks for bearing with me today. That's the goal on Fridays, just to deliver you the most amount of news in the least amount of time, get you caught up on what happened this week in golf. Stay tuned to the Stripe Show podcast on Twitter. Subscribe, leave a review if you're having fun with me here. Thanks for watching if you happen to watch the video version of this. And all I have to say left is cheers and make it a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week.